What's up, babes? Welcome back to another video. On today's video, I'm just going to show you, babes, how I create this U-part wig unit, how I dye the bundles, also my braid pattern, and how I apply the unit. So if you are interested in learning how I came about this U-part wig, definitely keep on watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. See you soon. Okay, babes, so we're gonna hop straight into this video. Just want to do a little small unboxing for you, babes. I am using hair from Lux Life Label Hair Company, a company I found on Instagram, and honestly, it's like a quote-unquote aesthetically pleasing, super nice raw hair company. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about this hair, but we're gonna get into the color. So I'm using a couple boxes of Sizzling Copper and then one box of Copper by L'Oreal hiColor, and then I'm using some 40 volume developer. Now, if you don't really know what you're doing, or you're new to the dyeing game, I would definitely say pause this video and go look at some how to dye bundles videos, because I'm gonna kind of speed through it. But honestly, I do it a messy way, which is literally like pour as much product on or the most of that mixture onto my bundles, as you can see here, and try to saturate each strand as much as possible. I like to use 40 volume developer because it helps the color lift faster. So I let that sit for about 45 minutes, and then I rinse it out with some conditioner and shampoo it really good to get that product. So now we're gonna just move on to my hair. These are my go-tos now: the Miel heat protectant and then some Blue Magic. Child, y'all remember using Blue Magic, okay? If you're younger, you don't remember using Blue Magic, but child, Blue Magic was that girl. I'm using those two products to put all over my hair to moisturize and protect, because we are going to go in with our Shark Flex Styler to blow dry. Now, this process honestly is pretty tedious, so I think I'll fast forward through it, but I just wanted to start on pre-stretched hair before I braided my hair out, and I knew that I was going to be obviously straightening the hair that was going to be left out in the U-part wig. So I am trying to figure out how I want to section off my hair. I've been dealing with some breakage, especially around the perimeter of my hair. I don't know if it's the color or what, but I've been dealing with that. Wait, here's my braid pattern. This is what I'm doing. It's not like super luxurious or anything, but it's what we need. So we're gonna get into making. So I watched a video and the girl said that she used this wig cap. I've never used this wig cap before. A little disclaimer: this actually has like the little what is it? The little like adjustable strap in the back. I've only used like a regular wig cap, and then I just kind of adjusted it to my head. So I'll let you guys know by the end of this video how I feel about it. But I went ahead and put the wig cap after I sectioned off where my leave out was, and put it on my mannequin head. And I do have two shower caps underneath. I was gonna do it on my actual head, but I decided to do it on the mannequin head to see how I liked it. So this is how my bundles came out. They were a little bit darker, but the color is so pretty. The shine and luster on this hair was absolutely amazing. I am gonna have a review on this hair, but just bear with me. So I'm beginning to do my very first bundle. Now, let me just put a little disclaimer out here, okay? I do things the way that I do them. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there because it's not necessarily the best way, but it's the best way for me. So because I have 4 bundles, hear me out, I wanted to get as much hair on this cap as possible. Here is the glue that I'm using, the 30-second Salon Pro glue. I actually have found that this glue is a lot better than the glue that I was using, so I began to use this glue especially for my quick weaves or my quick wigs. Anywho, so for that first bundle, y'all, again, hear me out, I am gluing the whole bundle at the same time. Hear me out. I don't know what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure that I got as much hair on this wig as possible. If y'all know me, you know that I love hair and I love big hair, so I wanted to get as much hair on this thing as possible. So I literally had like 4 lines. This is the longest bundle. I believe it was the 30-inch bundle. So I literally squoze, baby, squozed it the all of that bundle, and I unloosened the tracks twice. So like, you know how you would double tracks or double the wefts when you do a sew in or whatever. I just did that one time and then folded it back over so it's 4 lines, if that makes sense. So that was my first bundle, and as you can see, it already is almost at the top of my head, y'all. So I was low-key kind of panicking a little bit, but I actually wish that I didn't do this, because when I got to the top of my head, as you guys will see later, we'll kind of talk through it later, like I needed some more hair. I ended up using a random piece from my hair bag, but anywho, that's what I ended up doing. So now I'm actually cutting my bundles. So this is a 28-inch bundle, and I went ahead and just cut it while it was doubled. So I'm laying 2 tracks as one in this section. And again, I'm just trying to squeeze in as much hair as possible in this. Now, what I would recommend, this was like my first time making a quick weave wig on a mannequin head. What I would recommend would be, like, when I watched the videos, I only seen the girls, like, you know, they made the lines, and then they had sewing machines. Baby don't have no sewing machine, okay? This is a quick weave wig, all right? And normally when I do make my quick weave wigs, I put them on my head. I would recommend, if this is your first time especially, to put it on your head, boo. You need to see exactly where these tracks are laying, how they're laying, when they're falling, what hair you need to, when you need to spread it out, all of the things, okay? I would recommend that for sure if you're a beginner, because doing this is definitely the more advanced version. And mind you guys, I've been doing this for a minute, like for a little minute. I believe this is bundle number 3 that I'm gluing on. But yeah, I've been doing this for a minute, and I would definitely suggest do it on your head. It's just easier. Like, for me, it's easier. So you guys see like the white outline, that's where my leave out is. So I'm going around acting like this is a quick weave or this is a sew in, and I'm going based off of that. So I'm laying my glue, and then I am cutting my track along how far I need to lay it. And I'm also kind of laying those tracks upward on both sides so that we get that nice seamless effect of it just like falling down directly in my face. Like, I want it to just fall forward, if that makes sense. I don't want it to be like where I have to have a bunch of leave out. I did section off leave out earlier with my braid pattern, but like I wanted the process or the hair to just fall flush onto my face. And that also helps you to like leave out less leave out, you know? So yeah, so I'm literally just gluing these pieces along, and I'm gonna let you guys watch my process. Oh, let me just talk about the hair a little bit. This hair, I've had it now for about, I want to say like a month and some change. I've been wearing in this U-part wig for a minute now, and I love the U-part wig because it just allows you to take the hair off. Like, I love my sew-ins, don't get me wrong. I'm not really a huge quick weave girl, even though they're like coming into style. I'm a sew-in girly, so like when I get bundles, like I'm sewing them in. I work out every day. I play basketball, if you guys don't know, so I'm working out all the freaking time. And so having a quick weave or like, you know, like my natural hair out, like it just gets a bit much for me. But this U-part wig is definitely a game changer because I can take this thing off. Like, even if I sew it on my head, I can take it off, wash my hair, get to my braids, baby. Because when I tell you that itch is crazy with a sew-in and a quick weave, the girls who know, they know. Yeah, like I'm able to take this off, get to my scalp, oil my scalp, like do like proper hair care with it, and still get that fresh out the salon with a fresh sew-in quick weave look. Okay, so now we're finished with the deep side, and now we're just gonna go along to the other side and close out this deep side part. Now this is where we had some problems. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. We had some technical difficulties dealing with this. I didn't quite map out the trajectory and the geometry of the anatomically. That's not really a word, I don't think, but y'all, I was struggling closing out this hair. And normally, again, like if I'm on my head, I have a better sense of like how it's laying, if I can spread it out a little bit. I was also trying to make sure that I got all of the hair in, and in doing so, I like overcompensated and like I had to use random hair from that I had in my little hair bag. So again, I would definitely suggest that you go ahead, child, and do it on your head. To close it up, I actually just used some the last couple pieces that I had and close it up that way. This was also very weird for me. Like, I don't even know why I did this. Don't do this. Like, if you're watching this, don't do this. Again, if you're doing it on your head, you'll definitely be able to close it better. But this is what I was doing because I was working on somebody else's head, aka my girl Mankina, aka my mannequin head. Anyways, so after blow drying it for at least 20 minutes and making sure all that glue was dry, I went ahead and finished and took out the plastic caps that I had in there before. Those are also optional too. You don't have to put plastic caps on your mannequin head, but I did just to kind of protect it a little bit from the glue and like it's sticking on. So this is what it's looking like once I am done and completed. And then this is where my leave out is gonna go. So I'm just gonna cut out this last piece of mesh. And then give it a nice little blow dry to make sure everything is nice and dry. It was kind of wet on my fingers when I took it off, so I wanted to make sure that it was good. So here she is on my head. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, if I wanted to sew it on or if I wanted to make clips. But you guys kind of see what I mean when the hair is just falling straight on my face. That's what I wanted. So I'm using these lace spring wig clips and I'm sewing them on around the U part area where my leave out is, like right on the other side where my braids begin. So I'm sewing them in the very front where my edges are. And then I'm sewing around, I'm sewing some clips around where my actual leave out will be. And then, like I said before, I had some the adjustable straps, as you guys can see. I had those too, so I didn't really need too many other clips in the back just because I had those adjustable straps. So again, this is completely optional to you. I normally sew my U-part wigs on, especially because I am so active, like in the gym and stuff. But yeah, this is how she's looking, and honestly, I was kind of obsessed with her, but it was a little bit too big for my head. So again, this is when it comes into play of making sure that it's fitting directly on your head. Now you can do measurements and all that stuff. I don't really know how to do that, if I'm being honest. I have all the measuring tape and all of that, but I don't really know what it even means to do my measurements. But we're gonna make it work always. So this is what she looks like on. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like stop it. Yeah, so I'm just showing you guys now how I'm just gonna blend it out. My natural hair, I have it dyed ginger, and for the most part it matches pretty good. I didn't want to leave out too much of my hair, and I also am trying to preserve my natural hair just because, like I said before, I have been dealing with some breakage. I don't know if it's from, you know, me wearing the sew-ins and weaves and just not and having my edges out, but like or if it's the color, but I definitely have been experiencing some breakage ever since I dyed my hair ginger. So if you guys have any tips or any products specifically for like colored hair, color treated hair that you recommend, definitely leave them down in the comment section below, because your girl needs help. Okay, your girl needs help immediately. Like, before I dyed my hair ginger, my hair was so healthy, it was so beautiful, and it was growing like a weave. But now it's definitely, I'm noticing some breakage, so we got to get her back into shape, honey. But this is it. This is me installing it and showing you guys the start to finish of how I create my U-part wig. And this is just me showing you guys me styling it. I put some mild like crimps in it because the hair is wavy, so I just, like, when I was making my hair blend, I just went ahead and gave her a little wavy moment or whatever. But the hair is beautiful, the unit is beautiful. Let me know what you babes think down in the comment section below. If you all want a review on this hair, definitely leave that in the comment section as well. I definitely want to get that out for you. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about my process, and if you just want to ask a question on how to make the wig, you can definitely message me, and we can talk about it. Like, we can talk about it or whatever. But she's so pretty. Like, the side part just is eating for me. Like, she's eating the girls up. Like, I love a middle part, very cute, bust down, going crazy. But the side, it's just something about the side part that I just love. Like, you can't tell her nothing. Like, look at her. No, look at her. You can't tell her nothing. Okay? Like, this is what she's looking like from the back. Like, she's just beautiful. She is just beautiful. This hair is so thick and full and soft and luscious. Like, ugh. Anyways, that is all for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I can't wait to see the next one. Don't forget to give up this video a huge thumbs up, and if you're not already, like, hit that subscribe button down below. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, I love you, babes. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Give me a kiss. Mwah.